Dear students, detailed civil engineering courses like manual building design, Stat Pro, ETABS, SAP, Revit, AutoCAD, Primavera, P6 are available at Civil Engineering Strava online application app. So download the application from the Google Play Store now. Each course contain 50 plus high quality video contents and free PDFs and exercises, and online certification will be provided after completing the course. Course will be available at 67 to 70% discount now and valid up to 6 months. Download civil engineering application now from Google Play Store, or direct link is available at the description of this video. Try to utilize this offer.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Civil Engineering by Stravan. So if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates on civil engineering topics. And if you are not yet downloaded my application, please download our application. The direct link is available in the below description of this video. You can learn the complete courses like Stat Pro, ETABS, SAP, Revit architectural software from our application. So in this video, I will explain you complete building design of high-rise building which is of 22 stories building with 2 suspensions, which is placed at a distance of 5 floors for the each suspension. So I will do the modeling process, and I will do the analysis process, and I will do the designing process for the particular suspended building by using ETABS software. Let's start our video. So here I am selecting my ETABS software. So here my model will be open here like this. Click on file option, click on new model option. So here we have to select according to use built-in settings, and display units will be of metric SI, steel as per Indian standard code, and concrete design as per IS 456-2000 code provision standard systems. And click on OK option. Now we have to enter the number of the grid lines which is presented in X direction. As per my assumption, this time taking 8 number of the grid lines which is exist in X direction as well as the Y direction, with each distance of 4 meter. And number of stories I am assuming here as 22 stories, and 3 meter is the height for that particular bottom story as well as the typical story. Click on grid only option, click on OK. Now you can see this is the 2D data, this is the 3D data for the building structural model. So initially we need to define the material properties. Further, just I am selecting my define option, material properties. So click on add new material option. Firstly, we will select Indian concrete as per M30 grade concrete provision. I am assuming here. Click on OK. Again, I am adding one more section which is related to rebar as per HYSD 500 grade. Click on OK option. Again we will click on OK. So after that we have to define the dimensions for the beams, columns as well as the slab section. Go to define option for that. Select the section database, select the frame section. So initially we will delete all the frame sections which are presented here. So I am selecting this frame section, click on delete option. Click on OK. Now I am selecting add new property option. So click on select your concrete design. So here in this case for the column, just I am assuming dimensions will be consisting of 0.69 cross 0.69 for the column section, and material we have to select as per M30 grade. Now we have to enter the dimensions of the column which is presented for this building structural model, which is equal to 690 into 690 is the dimensions. Again we will select the show selected property. So after that we have to select the reinforcement option here, and we will select the column according to HYSD 500. We will select here as 5 bars as per my assumption. Just I am taking corner bar as well as the longitudinal bar. Here I am taking 20 mm diameter. Click on OK. Again click on OK. Now select ISLB. Click on delete option. Now we will add new property. This time selecting beam section which is having dimensions of 0.69 cross 0.46. Select the material as per M30 grade. So this is the dimensions, just I am taking as 690, this is 460. So just I am selecting reinforcement option again, beam option, and select as per HYSD bar. So here I am selecting 50 mm is the cover top reinforcement and 50 mm is the cover for the bottom. Click on OK option. Now after this we have to add the slab thickness for the building. Go to define option, select the section properties, click on slab sections option. So here we have to delete plank 1. Just I am selecting slab 1 and I am modifying this particular slab to 150 mm. As per my assumption, just I am taking slab thickness will be consisting of 150 mm. Again I am selecting slab material which is related to M30 grade. So after that we have to select the material modeling type. So from this modeling type I am selecting shell thin option and we have to consider the thickness as 150 mm. Click on OK option. Again click on OK option. After this we have to assign those properties for this building structural model. So before that initially we need to keep this as 1 story option. So why? Because we need to make the suspension for the particular building structural model. That's why we have to consider 1 story option. So again I am going to the plan view. So here I am selecting story number 1. Click on OK. So again we will select to OK option from this particular location. So now we have to make the suspensions. So for that firstly I am selecting quick draw beams option. Select the property name which is related to beam option here. So here we have to draw these beams at the first story level. Again I am selecting column section which is related to I section. So we will change the column section property here and again we will draw here like this. So after that we have to select the slab thickness. So just I am selecting slab which is consisting of slab 150. Just I am drawing here like this. So which is related to the slab section for the suspended building. So now we can see here we are drawn the complete beams, columns as well as the slab section for this building structural model. After this we have to copy the same properties to the rest of the 3 stories here in order to make the suspensions. So initially I will explain that suspension concept so that you will able to understand clearly. So here I am selecting elevation, select A, click on OK option for this particular member. So initially I am selecting full beams and column section which are exist up to 3rd level. Then after that I am leaving the 5 stories, 1 story, 2nd story, 3rd story, 4th story, 5th story. From this particular level I am starting the suspensions, 1st story, 2nd story. Then after that I will leave the sum of the stories and then after that I will draw the suspensions like that. Okay. So again I am selecting plan level which is consisting of 1st level, apply OK option here. Now we have to move this particular ground story level. Just I am selecting the ground story. So we will go to edit option, select the replicate option here. Here we have to select the replicate as per the story level. So here already the 1st story was exist here. So we have to copy the replicate to 2nd story as well as the 3rd story. Click on OK option. So that it will make the complete stories which is related to the building structural model up to the 3 stories. Now we can see here it was done with some replicates here like this. So again we will go to the 4th story. This is the 2nd story here we are considered. Again this is the 3rd story for this building model. Again I am selecting one more story which is a 4th story. This is the 4th story. So now we have to make the suspensions for the building structural model from the 4th story. So for that initially we need to draw the beams. Just I am selecting the beams. So just I am drawing the beams at this center portion here like this. Again in the same process we have to draw the columns. Just I am selecting I section. So just I am drawing here like this. Again I am selecting slab section. Just I am selecting this particular slab section here for this model. Again we will draw the slabs here like this. Now you can see here we are drawn the slab sections. So now we have to copy the slab section which is presented at the 4th story to remaining 4 stories. So go to select option, select stories. Just I am selecting the story number 4. Select option so that it will select the 4th story. Again go to edit option, replicate story wise. So we will copy those property to 5, 6, 7, 8 here. Okay, click on apply option here so that it will replicate the stories which is related to the 4th story to the remaining 5 stories. Now we have to click on OK option here from this location. Again, so after that we have to draw the complete beams and column sections at the level of 8th, 9th story. So just I am moving to the top story. One more story I am selecting here. So now we can see we are here at the level of 9th story. So we are done with the 8 stories. So in the 9th story we have to draw the full beam sections, okay, as well as the column sections. So that's why just I'm selecting this particular beam sections as well as the column section. Otherwise, if you want the suspensions only up to a certain portion, you can draw the suspensions at this level only, okay. So it is good if you draw the suspensions at this particular location. Again I'm selecting columns, just I'm drawing here like this. In the same process, we have to draw the beams at the bottom story level also. So just I'm coming to the bottom story level here. So we have to draw the beams at this particular location also. Why? Because they are need to connect them with the help of the beams. That's why just I'm drawing the beam sections at this portion here. Now we can see it was connected. So these are the suspended beams which are connected here in this building structural model. So now I am connecting here. Again in the same process I am connecting here. So after that we have to connect the beams here. Just I am selecting this. Again I am selecting this. Again I am selecting this. So that it will draw all the beams which are presented for this building model. Now after this we have to draw the slab sections at the top story level. Just I am selecting the top story level here. So we have to add the slab sections here. Go to select the slab. Just I am drawing the slabs here like this. After this we have to copy the slab sections, whatever the slab section which is exist at the 9th story till the 10th story. For that go to select option, select stories. Just I am selecting the story number 9. Select option here, close. Go to replicate. So we have to draw that replicate to the 10th story here. Click on apply option so that it will apply the replicate at the 10th story for this particular suspension. Now we can see it was drawn here like this. After this, in the same process, we had to draw the suspensions for the building structural model. So for that we had to draw the vertical beams. So again I am coming to the story number 11 here. So just I am drawing the beams. So just I am selecting the beams. So just I am drawing the beam sections. Again I am drawing the column sections with the help of the column section property. Just I am drawing the columns here like this. Now again in the same process, just I am drawing the slab sections. Just I am selecting here slab 150. Just I am drawing here like this. So we have to copy the properties which are presented at the 11th story to 15th story. So go to select stories, selecting 11th story, story 11. Go to edit option, select the replicate. So here I am selecting story which is related to 12th, 13, 14, 15. Click on apply option. Now you can see here we are drawn with the help of the beams and columns as well as the suspensions here like this. Again we will go to the story number which is related to 16th story. Go to plan view here. Go to select the 16th story here. Click on apply option so that it will select the story number 16 for the building structural model. Click on OK. So we will check whether the 16th story is okay or not. So for that just I am coming the downward direction. So initially I am checking whether there is exist or not. Now we can see it was exist here. So we will select the top story here. Just we are coming to the. So again we have to draw the beams and column sections which are presented here. Just I am selecting the beam cursor. So just I am drawing the beams from this particular location. Just I am drawing here like this. Again in the same process we have to draw the slab sections here. Go to select the slab sections. Again I am drawing the slab sections here like this. Again in the same process we have to draw the column sections which are presented here. But before drawing the column section we will go to the top story level in order to draw the column sections at this particular location. So again I am coming to the top story level. Again I am selecting beam. Just I am drawing the beams here like this. Again I am selecting the column section. Just I am selecting I sections. Just I am drawing here like this. Again in the same process I am selecting the slab sections. So you can consider. Again I am drawing here like this. So now we have to copy the property which are presented here at this particular location to remaining stories which is related to 7th story. Go to select option, select stories which is related to 7th story. Select option, close. So again we have to do the replicate here to the story number of 18 number. Click on apply. So that it will apply the suspensions for the building structural model at the 18th story level. Now you can see it was applied the suspensions here like this. Again we will click on OK. Again we will come to the top story. So now I am selecting the story number which is related to 19th story. For that, go to select the plan, select the 19th story, click on OK. So click on OK. So again once we will check with 18th story whether it is correct or not. For that, go just I am coming to the downward direction. So this is the correct one. We will go to the top section. So last section, just we have to apply the beams initially. So just I am selecting the beam section properties. Again I am selecting I section which is related to the column section properties. So just I am drawing here like this. Again in the same process we have to select the slab section properties. Just I am selecting the slab. Just I am drawing here like this. Now we have to copy this particular 19th story to remaining stories. For that, go to select option, select properties, select 19th story, select option, close option, go to edit. Here we have to do the replicate to the story numbers of 20, 21, 22. Click on apply option so that it will apply the complete suspensions as well as the complete beam sections which are presented at this particular level for the building. Now here you can see it was done with complete suspensions here like this, but we have to edit the properties which are presented at this level for the building structural model. Okay, so for that just I am selecting the story number 6. So go to select the plan view. So not story number 6, I think 1, 2, story number 8 we have to select here. Just I am selecting the story number 8. Click on apply. So I was forgotten to apply the slab sections at this particular location. So that's why just I am selecting here. Again I am selecting the slab section. So just I am drawing the slabs like this. Now here you can see it was drawn extra slab sections at this particular location. So we will select that particular location, click on delete option so that it will make the complete model. So I will show you this model in 3D view now. For that, go to click on the 3D view option. Now you can see this is the 3D view for the building. Now I will go select this particular model in realistic model. Go to select this option. Go to extrude shells, extrude frames, apply to all windows, click on apply so that it will see the complete building structural model which is of suspended building structural model with 2 suspensions by using ETABS software here like this. Now we will proceed with complete applying the load cases and complete designing of this particular building structural model by using ETABS software. So this is the process of modeling of the suspended building. So here you can see we are forgotten the story number which is of approximately 16th story here. We will copy that 16th story from the 15th level. So just I am selecting 15th story. Click on OK. Just I am selecting OK. Go to select option. Just I am selecting story number which is of 15th story. Select here. Go to edit option. Replicate option. So we will apply the story number to 16 here. Click on apply. So after that we have to click on the OK option for that particular building structural model with the considerations of the beams, columns as well as the slab sections. So in the 3D view I will show you the complete 3D view once again for this building structural model. So for that just I am selecting the 3D view option so that it will display the complete structure. We will check whether the building structural model is correct or not by rotating this 3D view button. So just you can see here all the beams and columns are connected for this particular suspended building structural model. Okay, now we will proceed with applying the load cases and defining the design results as per IS Codebook Provision Standard System. So for that initially we have to click on define option. Load patterns we have to select here. So just I'm selecting load patterns. So initially I'm selecting earthquake load, which is of X direction condition. So here I'm selecting seismic load as per IS code provision standard system, as per IS 1893-2016. Again I'm selecting earthquake load in Y direction condition system. So again I'm selecting wind load in X direction, select here as wind. Again I'm selecting as per IS 8875 part 3. So again I'm selecting wind load which is of Y direction condition, click on add option. Now we will select earthquake load X direction. So click on the modify lateral load option. We will modify the properties according to our considerations. So here I am selecting the property which is of X direction condition with 0.16 factor. Click on OK. Again I am selecting this modify. This direction will be comes under Y direction. So 0.16 just I am taking. Rest of the parameters I am keeping constant. So just I am selecting wind which is of 44 with the terrain category will be of 3 and importance factor is 1.3. So this is a 0.86 and we have to consider for the X direction which is approximately of 0, 180 degrees. Click on OK. Click on OK. Again we will select wind Y. Click on OK. 44 terrain category will be of 3. This will be of 1.3. I think we are considered 0.86 and 0.5. So we will take it as 90, 270 degrees which is related to Y direction condition system. So click on OK. We will select wind load. So this is a 1.3 value we are considered here. Again this is also 1.3 value we are considered here. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now we will apply the load cases. Initially I will apply the dead load. For that go to select all the building structural model by using Ctrl A. Go to assign option, shell area joint loads, apply. Add to existing loading condition, we will apply the load as per our assumed dimensions. So click on OK option so that it will apply the dead load condition system as per the self-weight considerations. Now after this we had to apply the wall loading condition system. Basically the wall load was calculated by using 3 types. One is external wall, one is internal wall and third one is related to parapet wall. So for the external wall we had to consider thickness is 0.23 multiplied by height of the each wall with the unit weight of the brickwork, so that it will weight the value as 13.8. Again for the internal wall 0.125 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 20, so that it will get the value 7.5. Again for the parapet wall load 0.125 multiplied by 1.2 meter multiplied by 3, so that it can get the values, sorry this is not correct one, 0.125 multiplied by 1.2 meter multiplied by 20, so that it can get as 3 plus 7.5 plus 13.8, so that it can get the, sorry this is not correct. So 3 plus 7.5 plus 13.8, it will get the values 24.3 kilonewton per meter intensity. We need to apply this particular 24.3 value to the beam sections. For that go to select option, select, just I am selecting properties, frame sections. So here I am selecting the beam sections. Click on select option, close option. Go to assign, frame line load, distributed condition system, just I am selecting here. So select the dead load. By using selecting add to existing load we have to assign. So which is consisting of 24.3 kilonewton per meter intensity value for the building. So click on apply option so that it will apply the load which is related to the wall loading condition system. After this we have to apply the floor load condition system. So go to select the floor by using select option, select properties, slab section, select slab 150, close option, assign option, go to select as shell loads, uniform, add to existing loading condition system with the factor as 1 kilonewton per meter square, click on apply, so that it will apply the floor load condition system for the building structural model. Again in the same process by using previous section we will apply the live load which is having the intensity as 3 kilonewton per meter square intensity. Click on apply option so that it will apply the complete building structural model with the live load condition system. After applying the gravity loading condition systems we need to add the load combinations for the structure. For that go to define option. So go to select the load combinations option. Click on add default design comps according to concrete frame. Click on OK option. Again click on OK option here. So after that we had to do the analysis process for the building structural model, but before that we had to apply the fixed support conditions at the base. For that, go to select option, select stories option here. This time selecting base option here. So go to assign option, joint, restraints, fixed supports, click on apply option. Again we will click on the OK option for the applying of the support condition system, which is a fixed at the base for the building structural model. Now after this we had to do the analysis process with the considerations of the gravity load, lateral load and load combinations. Initially we will check for the errors. Go to analyze option, check models option. Initially click on this 3 joints option, click on OK, so that it will check for the errors. If any errors presented for the building structural model, then it will do the message, otherwise directly it will show you the no warning messages. Click on OK. Again go to analyze option, set load cases to run option, otherwise directly click on the run now option. Okay, so here I am selecting set load cases to run, click on run now option. So we will save the model. This time selecting desktop class ETABS. This time selecting high rise building. Click on save option here. Now we can see here after the analysis it is showing the complete deflection diagram here like this for the building. If you wanted to change the deflection diagram to other forces or combination, you can change it by using this combination selection. Click on apply so that it will display the complete deflection diagram under the considerations of the different load cases. So here we have to check the results which is related to shear force bending moment also for the building structural model with the considerations of the load cases. For that go to display option, forces, select the frame Spandrella force, select the shear to 2. So click on apply so that it will display the complete shear force diagram for the building structural model here like this. Again in the same process select the bending moment 3 so that it will apply the bending moment diagram for the building structural model here like this. Again we will select the torsion diagram. If you want, you can click on apply option so that it will display the complete torsion diagram for the building structural model under consideration. If you want the mode diagrams also here are available, you can select any one of the mode. Just I am taking the 8th mode, click on apply so that it will display the complete mode diagram which is representing this particular building structural model. Okay, so you can check the complete mode diagrams also for the building. So based on your assumption you can assume the mode diagrams up to the 12 number of the modes for the building structural model. Okay, so now we can see this is the mode diagram which I am placing here for the 12th model. Okay, in the same way you can check the results as per the analysis part. So this is the complete process of modeling of the suspended building by using ETABS software and analysis of the suspended building and how to apply the load cases for the suspended building by using ETABS software. So because of the more length of the video, I am making another video part 2 about the suspended building in the next class, so that I will show you the complete designing results and complete detailing of the suspended building by using ETABS software. So if you have any queries about this video, please try to text me your questions in the below comment box so that I will give you the answer for that question. Thank you. See you in the next video.